right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. And give us a call tonight at 412-575-2600 is the number. We do have a lot to talk about tonight, and on the other side is one of the best in town, Chris Mueller from 93.7 The Fan and the PM team. And one of the things I want to get right into, Chris, I just don't understand why the state did not allow the Blue Jays to play here. If you're not going to have, if you're going to not allow them, you can't allow any baseball team. What is another 25 to 30, we'll say 50 guys that are probably the most healthy guys in the country because they're getting tested every day? I just didn't understand this decision at all. Did you? Did you agree with it?
I think I can understand, let me put it this way. I can understand the people who are upset by it, disappointed by it, even though I think the overall impact on Pittsburgh would have been very minimal. You weren't going to be able to watch it on TV, listen to it on the radio, unless you had the MLB.TV subscription to stream the games. You weren't going to be able to go to the games. You know, a hotel is out some business, maybe some restaurants. Like, I get that. Guys would have been wandering around the city a little bit. But this is, it seems, a case of calculated risk on the part of the state and what they were and weren't willing to take in one particular city, because it's not just one team coming, it's the entire two other divisions that they then would play, the AL East, the rest of the AL East, and the rest of the NL East as part of their schedule that would be coming in and out of Pittsburgh. So that seems to be the basis for the decision. If people are upset by it, I'm not going to tell them don't be. I think you could call it a curious decision, but it is what they chose to do nonetheless, and that's try to minimize the calculated risk.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there, and I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed because I don't understand what's the difference between, we'll say, 100 people coming into town with two teams here on days that the Pirates and another team aren't going to be here, or people traveling into Pittsburgh and staying here. It doesn't, and these people, you don't know where they are, but at least you know where these Major League Baseball teams are coming from and what kind of protocols they're under. These aren't just regular people coming in here. These are guys that are in tip-top shape that are getting tested every single day.
No, I can, believe me, I can understand that part of it. And that's, I think, where if you wanted to make the strongest argument as to, hey, why are they not doing this? What's the downside here? I think that's it, is that baseball players, professional athletes, are going to be taken care of in this sense a lot better than anybody else. They're going to get the best of the best. So I definitely think that leaves some room for second guessing open here. But the thing I would stress is this was like a fun little story. There were going to be some novelty T-shirts made, but like the actual impact on the region here is pretty much minuscule to non-existent. It's just a decision that I think leaves open some second guessing. I will admit that.
Yeah, no question about it. It's not like we would have been over there covering the team or even watching the team. It would just been nice. It would have been a nice story through these times. All right, another nice story coming up is Sidney Crosby back on the ice. It looks like he's going to be okay. We can all take a deep breath right now. He skated before practice. We'll see if he plays in a scrimmage tomorrow. He had to have some kind of injury. They're not going to say what he had. And what I don't understand about the NHL, why do they keep everything so hush-hush? The NFL doesn't. I know gambling and betting all kind of control this. When is the NHL going to come up to speed on these kind of things?
Well, I don't think it. Let me put it this way. For people in Pittsburgh that feel that the NHL as a league and hockey as a sport in the United States are woefully undercovered or not given the respect that they deserve, I guess this would be my statement. If you ever get to a point where Penguins players are injured and there is an immediate demand and outcry for the specific nature of their injury to be revealed, and then it does get revealed because that becomes new league policy, take heart. That means a lot more people are gambling on the sport, and the sport is a lot more popular nationally, is commanding a lot more attention, because my best answer to this is that the reason you have such cloak and dagger behavior when it comes to injuries in the NHL and that it's still allowed is because the league, compared to the other ones in this country, flies very low under the radar. And gambling is the biggest reason here, Rich.
Yeah, and I kind of think it's ridiculous that we're all talking about Sidney Crosby for 4 days all Mike Sullivan had to do, and I understand that they're going by these NHL protocols and their guidelines, but all he had to do is say, he hurt his knee or he hurt his hamstring, and we're going to sit him out for a couple days. It's only going to be just kind of calm everyone down so it's not a story. But now everyone speculates what it is, and everyone keeps talking about it.
Well, I think the person who fills the role that you're describing there, though, is Jim Rutherford. I think that's where we in the media in this town are pretty lucky that this guy seems to be incapable of giving like a crooked answer, if you know what I mean. He's just very direct. And I think he said yesterday, or even it might have been 2 days ago, I want to say yesterday, that if they were playing in one of these tournament games, that Sidney Crosby, that basically everybody on that roster is healthy enough to go. So as soon as I heard that from the GM, I took that to mean that Sidney Crosby was fine, that there was nothing really to worry about. And then we got really further confirmation that he seems good and just being overly cautious at this point.
All right. Also good news, Patrick Hornquist is back practicing with the team. We got to take a break. Back with your phone calls and some of your tweets. That's all coming up next. Stay right there. 412-575-2600 is the number. Back in 2 minutes.